Good afternoon, gents and gentlemen. It's Keggy again with a special unboxing. It was my birthday a couple of weeks ago, and Mr. Al Woods said he's going to buy me a kit, and it arrived today. So I'd like to say thank you very much, Al. It's a really generous gift. Thank you so much. It's going to be some build. I can see that coming in the future, hopefully very soon, once I get caught up with other things. So without further ado, let's show you the kit. It's the new Ryefield Challenger 2 TES. Lovely artwork. Little block armour on the side. How thick that bloody stuff is. Oh, it's spaced out, I think. But even so, I've got all the detail on the. It's going to be one size tank as well. And the kit number for this is 5039. Sorry, it's a Ryefield kit. My apologies. It's 5039. And there's CAD drawings on the sides. Little bits and pieces, and on the other side we have a profile of a finished vehicle. On the side you just have the box art. So without further ado, let's just open and see what we have. I haven't opened this yet. It only arrived about an hour and a half ago, so it's all new to me. As you can see, it's full of plastic. So what we'll normally do is I should just make some space on here and put the bits in as we go in. I'll move that way over there. So we'll start off with the upper hull. And where's my knife? There we go. Or particularly resealable bags. Yeah, resealable bags, which is good. Let's start with right, the top of the turret. It's got like a cast number, but a thing number on there. VICF V21 SER50 M8L8 318, and there's some other writing on there as well. I can't quite read it, but yeah. Very nice. As you can see, it's nicely detailed. And there's the writing on there on the front of the. There we go. Front, I said, didn't I? I'm going to show you. Just in there. You see now. So that's probably a part of the lower hull, I would have thought as well. Not much detail on there. Just the. Underneath the tank one, we'll presume. So that's that part, and we have the rear and the under and the bottom of the turret, and there again with lovely detail. You see lots and lots of things have got to be added to the rear plate. Looks like part of the commander's cupola or hatch. That's the bottom of the turret, and there's the rear end of it. From all fingers and thumbs to do. A bit of detail on there. I'd love to know what that cross pattern is at the bottom. It must be there for a reason. But like I say, it's got lots of things to actually add to the rear. Right. This is the upper hull itself. You can see it's these modern day tanks compared to the Second World War tanks and Cold War tanks are pretty big, even to, you know, I don't think the King Tiger is as big as this. Well, it probably will be very close to it. Size of the kit itself is really nice detail, fine detail, and the weld seams are lovely, really are. As you can see on the front where we are, you see the weld seam there. That's risen that as well, so that'll be easy to weather up. There's the driver's hatch, and then we have a couple of hatches there in the centre. With the detail at the rear, all the griddles, it's really nice. Nice details. Really nice detail. some of these I may or may not just take these ones off these handles here and just put metal ones on, just to give it more 3D effect. But we'll do that when we ever get around to building this, which hopefully will be sooner than later. So there's the upper hull, so you can see it's quite a size V colour. Right, as we've gathered, it isn't going to be a bathtub. It's going to be a 3-part lower hull. Sorry, yeah, lower hull. Let's get one of these out of the bag. A lot of these big injection marks on the back, just snip them off. You can probably break them off with your finger as well. But I'd rather have had them than sink marks on the outside. The detail again is really, really nice. There we go. The detail is nice again on there. Even on the underneath, a bit like the Tiger has that, isn't it? Like a clamshell effect, or whatever it is. I wonder if that's the same thing that was on the rear. Nice detail on the where the arms go, wheel arms. Can't think what I'm supposed to be saying. It's gone. Cleared me out of my mind. Detail is nice again, so that's a good start on that. Obviously it will take some building, I would have thought, but if it goes together anything like the Tiger that I'm building now, I'll be more than happy. More than happy. So no, that wasn't the bottom of the hull. No, that part was, this is the bottom of the hull. So thought it won't be too short. It must be an add-on piece, like armour protection on the front, I think, something like that, under the front end. I may be wrong, but we shall see. It's a bit like the, it's got a V-shape bottom hull, you see that? A few engine hatches, escape hatches and things like that. And there's that cross effect again on the bottom. I'll have to look into that and see where that actually is. So that's the rear, that's the bottom of the bathtub. Well, bottom of the hull, I should say. The bathtub. Right, these tracks, I've done these very similar before. These a bit like Bronco tracks, where you take a bit to do, but they're worth it. I think it says it has workable suspension, so it'll be worth the time and effort. There's a little jig with it. I'll only take one out. Let's have a look what we've got. Pads, the arms, yeah, very similar to me building the, what was it? I can't remember what it was. I think it was the M10, the M10. Get nice details again. It's got 135 British main battle tank Challenger 2 Ryefield 2019 on the sprue. Nice detail. Can't see any injector marks. Nope. Well, you know, all these you're not going to see anyhow. All the pins that'll be there. They're nice detail again. So take a bit of doing. There's the jig, and you get one on every sprue. I think there's 4 sprues. You can see the detail is quite nice. There's the rubber pads, and these are the arms. One goes in one side, one goes in the other, and you clamp the two together, top and bottom. Just takes time and effort, but I don't mind building things like this. I really don't. Part of the kit, just get on with it. And again, really nice detail. They say if you go together like ones from the Bronco ones and the Tiger ones we've just done now, there shouldn't be a problem. Oh, 2 screws out there. I know you can buy an upgrade kit already, basically the slat armour at the back. So I'll just see what the kit parts are like first. So this is the side armour and other bits and bobs. And again, the detail is superb. And we've got the anti-skid on there. Like you start from the bottom, so you've got the anti-skid on the bottom pieces there. And then we've got the side armour And those side pieces again, a couple of bits on top and beaching pieces, must be all for the hull, you would have thought, all the extra protection. Armour plate again. I'd love to see what these little crosses are on them, but I'm sure we'll find out. It's really nicely detailed, is the, see that, it's really nice. See with the anti-skid on it, and the handles, I'm not much sure what they are above it. But it's really nicely detailed anyhow. So that's that one. Plenty sprues in here, and then we have the flat armour at the back of bird cage armour, and a bit of the turret stuff. To me, that looks fine enough to me. I wouldn't bother with the PE kit for this. Don't need it. No, don't need it. Not at all. Again, it's really nicely detailed, and it's not too thick. I think I'll go with that as part of the this thing here. It goes on top of the turret. God knows what it is, I'll have to find out. Some more armour bits as well. All nice. I don't know. No, I wouldn't expect any injection, any flash. So far so good. All the injector marks are well hidden, if there is any. And again, can't fault him. Can't fault him. And then we have a little sprue of little tiny parts. The let's have a look. A little MG up there. It's going to be difficult to man. You might be able to with a surgical hypodermic needle to hollow that out. Nice bits and pieces again, really tiny pieces but really nicely detailed. Some of these pieces on here I've got the anti-skid. Yeah, on these pieces here. Yeah. Really, really nice. Don't ask me what half of these are, I wouldn't have a clue apart from the machine gun there. Like I say, it's not bad but not brilliant. I'll have a look in my stash, see if I've got any bits and pieces. Probably go with the one with the kit because I want to get the hypodermic needle onto it and just round out the end. It shouldn't be a problem. See, all the nice detail again, all the little rivets or whatever they are, or bolt heads, all nicely detailed. Again, we have the anti-skid on top of those parts, like in the long ones on the other sprue. This is my favourite colour to work with on a kit, it's grey. Don't ask me why, I just find it easy to work with. Right, we have two sprues in here, which looks like all the wheels, and find a way to get into it. There we go. Two sprues. Lovely detail, really nice detail. Lots of small grab handles and return rollers on the top and the main wheels. Fuel drums. And there's the suspension arms, that's what I'm trying to think of, suspension arms. The detail is really nice on the wheels. Really, really nice. A bit of a sprocket, only a small sprocket. It's a bit easy to slide more of the oil drum or fuel drum, but you can overcome that, it's no problem. There's the suspension arms. Come this way. This part of the return rollers, all the little grab handles. There's the return wheel at the top and the sprocket at the bottom. Really nice again, and as I say, there's no silly injector marks apart from in the rear where you're not going to see them. Just these things here where they've been, you know, the big, so see them, just these pieces here, and just take them off with a knife here, you know, it's not going to be a problem. Just come off the sprues like that. So unless they're meant to be there, no, they're not meant to be there, just you come off with your finger as well. So there's two of those, obviously for one's left side and right side. This is the last bit of plastic, I think. Yeah, this is the last bit of plastic. We have the main barrel, which is in two parts. Come on. I'm sure there's a metal option somewhere online. Let's see how this goes together first. One of the first things I have to do when I build a kit is I actually put the kit barrel together, and if it looks okay and sounds okay, I get used. Nice detail again, that's part of the sort of a jig, is that for the inside for the suspension? And we'll find on the instructions. Water cans, water jerry can type things. Got water in on the side, so always heats water. Part of the main barrel. The thermal sleeve round it. Some more storage bin lids with the bits and pieces. That's for the sides of the turret. Maybe wrong. It's all nice. It's all nicely detailed. There's a toe, like a toe arm on here as well. A few small bits and pieces, a couple of parts for the jerry can and lids and handles and crowbar. So I can see on there. I want to see what's interesting what that part is in the bottom. We'll go through the instructions, we'll find out. So that's the last of the plastic, and so you know, it's going to be a nice, it's probably going to be a hell of a build, but you know, that's what we're here to do. That's part of the hobby. So, and then we have a bag full of little goodies. So let's see what we have. Right, so we have some rubber type plastic. We have I wouldn't have a clue. I'm going to get it out. There's just a little black rubber, no, flexible. Don't know what that is. Looks like a bit of a track or something. I don't know. And obviously that's a pipe for something, going into something. We'll find out more when we have a look at the instructions. We have polycaps. We have a massive sheet of decals and a bit of black cotton. Not much detail. There never is much decals on an English tank. Even in the Second World War there wasn't a great deal. So it looked nice, and if you go down anything like the German Tiger ones, they'd be superb. And they're said made by Ryefield themselves again, so there shouldn't be a problem. And then we have a photo etch fret containing grills, and I'm not too sure what the rest are. We'll find out when we go through the instructions. So it's quite a big PE fret, all the grills and things, which we'll find out. And we have a clear sprue with all the periscope glass, little bits of headlights, all that kind of stuff. I'll log it out of the bag. Again, that's all them in there. So that's the end of all the parts for the kit. We shall then get the instructions out, and we have a correction correction instructions on step 16, sorry, step 15 on page 11, step 22 on page 14, and step 34 on page 21. So at least I've acknowledged their mistakes and rectified them, which is always good. And then we have the main instruction sheet itself, which I have to say is lovely paper, really nice high quality paper, with a picture of the box art on the front again, and the do's and don'ts and all the symbols you have to follow, this, that and the other, the cautions. And sprue map, the first 2 pages. There we go. It's quite a busy kit, plenty there to keep you occupied, especially for tracks, but I can assure you they're worth it. Say if it was the M10, I'm sure it was the M10 that I did them on, and they were, even though the suspension on the M10 isn't workable, but the tracks were. So because I only had a rubber band and I didn't like them, so I bought the Bronco ones, which is I say a very similar build sequence to that. So we start off. That's part of the part I was on about, is the low hull. It's like a strengthening bar for the plus for the suspension arms to go into each side. There's a bit of drill holes on the rear, and then drill holes on the side at the bottom of the hull as well. And then we're continuing on with the lower hull, which I'm saying that smaller part is more like an armour plate on the underneath, and then putting the rear on, some of the little bits, and then some sub builds, and then shows you adding to the onto the rear. I like the idea with showing you the things that are blue are already on, instead of the parts now that you're putting on aren't blue, so it's quite a good reference. I like that idea. I do like that idea. It's quite a thick booklet, so there must be quite a few steps in this. And there again, I'm seeing it all on the rear again. Like I said, it would be busy rear. All the parts are highlighted in blue. There's only a couple on the top one, and then I presume that's PE is the yellow one, which is on the rear as well. Some of the sub builds are jerry cans, water cans there, and then we move on to the suspension on the bottom. I do like his idea of telling you where, you know, what parts are already on, what parts you have to add, not in the colour. As you're going along, they are, which is really nice. Yeah, suspension lower hull. It's quite really glossy paper as well, really nice quality paper. And then we start with the lower hull again, sorry, with the wheels, which I won't put on this time. Same with the tracks, I'll do it at a later stage. So I need to do some bits and pieces to drill out the holes and this, that and the other. And then we have the upper hull starting underneath there, trying to drill out certain holes. And then a couple of sub builds again, adding to the top of the, I presume that's the front plate. Nice and not too busy either. The diagrams are not busy, they're not hundreds apart in one go, so then it's put the lower hull to the bottom of the hull, which I won't be doing at the time. I'll keep it loose. And there's some more sub builds there, and there's the bottom, is telling you to drill some holes out again. And then we start with the armour, and there's more P and them long strips go along there. And this is where the armour goes in, where the armour's on the side on the lower hull, big block armour, and then that's for the I see what them parts are now. For the lids for the top of them. And we're continuing again. We're starting to do the armour, slat armour at the back, and putting the block armour on. And again, tow bar, this on there. And then more slat armour at the rear, and looks like they had a rear mudguard, and PE again. And then we're starting some of the upper hull stuff, and pry bar, small handles, this, that and the other. Easy to follow instructions, nice and clear, nice and precise. Again, more upper hull stuff. We've got the 40-wedge grills going on as well, some more sub builds which are going to be added to the storage bins, and again another sub build and added to the rear of the hull. And then we come to the turret. We have drill holes on the side and on the top and back, and then we start to assemble the actual turret itself. It's in 4 pieces or 5 pieces including the lower hull, and then we start off on the machine gun, which obviously is automatic, so hopefully I can get the hypodermic needle into that. And then more sub builds again, and give you a diagram there of what it's supposed to look like when you've done it, which is a really nice touch. That's the automatic weapon station, and then some more to do as well. All the antennas and all that kind of stuff, and well, not radars, but you know, in all the other bits and pieces, electronic stuff, sensors and whatever. And there's the light. The light, or is it the viewers, the gunner's viewing? So I'm not too sure. Probably totally wrong. And then we're carrying on again with the upper hull. Putting the clear stuff in. It has to be painted certain colours, which is nice. I'll have to do that, and hopefully I don't have to assemble that straight away, unless I use the liquid, you know, the like mask stuff which I've got. And then we're carrying on again. Weapon station on top of the hull, some of the antennas and things, hatches, make 2 or whatever they are, smoke grenades, smoke launchers. And then we're on to the still on the upper hull. This is on the upper hull sub builds, telling you what they are, and hatches all into the upper hull again, and then we're putting it to the bottom of the hull. Sorry, bottom of the turret, my apologies. And then we're carrying on again on the upper side of the turret. More cage armour and more reactive armour at the top, block armour, and again showing the sub build of block armour on there. And then again the right hand side, left hand side, same thing, giving you a diagram of what it's supposed to look like. And then we're starting out with the main barrel. Okay, again it's showing you you have to cut a certain thing off on the barrel. Right. Yeah, and then we're almost finished then. And we've got a few more PE bits in putting the main barrel to the turret, and that's it, finished. And there's what I was on about, the upgrade, well, yeah, the upgrade kit. Recommended. Well, so I'll have a look and see what actually you get. You see, it's only slat arm at the back, really. We'll see. And then we have the colour call out for one vehicle only, which is obvious, which is the Challenger 2 late production, all with ammo of MIG paints, which will cross match, and I'm sure I have them. And it's basically green. So it's nice that you get, there's no point in showing you the top down and everything because it's all green. So we get the front, rear and the side view. What's it say on the bottom? Weathering steps of ammo, general, it's telling you what to do, general steps of weathering. A wash of dark brown wash or green for green vehicles, and we got filters, streaking, rain marks, track wash, dust, mud splashes, fuel and oil. Alright. Not necessarily the way I would do them, but who am I to say? And then on the rear we have some pictures of the tanks that they have available from Ryefield. I've never seen that before. So I do like to look at the M1A Tusk, M1A1, M1A2 Tusk from Ryefield. That was quite a nice build, that would be. I do have the T34 122, and I do have the Sheridan. We have another one of those. It's the A2 one. Yeah, Tusk armour. And then some of the workable tracks that they provide, you want to buy, and a couple of them things to scan and whatever. But yeah, so all in all, I'd say a very nice kit to build, very involved, but which should be nice to get into eventually. Hopefully say sooner than later, I think. So that's it. So that's the Ryefield Challenger TES. Challenger 2. It's obviously, I'm going to have to read about it and see what it says, all the actual parts are. Have a look at this and see if some things online I can look into. So this is Greg signing off, and say thank you very much for the subscribers again, and I hope you're all keeping well and safe and keeping the social distancing until all this is over, which however long it takes. So look after yourself, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you very, very soon.